Louise here, Louise on the left. Louise was born a man, but is now having hormone treatment to transition to become a woman. Nikki was born a woman and dresses as both a man and a woman, depending how you're feeling, is that right, Nikki, on the day? And both of them wanted to raise their son as gender neutral, so that he thinks of himself as a person rather than a boy.
So these two people are the first ever gender fluid parents in Britain, and they are raising a gender neutral child. Now, I think this will have long-lasting harmful effects on their child, as these parents need to be the rock that their children can rely on, and a 5-year-old shouldn't be deciding what gender they are, or if they're gender neutral, if they're a boy today or a girl tomorrow. That's just lunacy. So we're going to go through this video, as even though I think these people have good intentions, it is going to damage their child in ways that they probably won't understand. So let's jump right into it.
Did I get that right? Have I explained that fairly well?
Yeah. Yes. Basically, he knows biologically he is a boy.
Yeah.
But we don't want him to have the constraints of a gender yet. We want him to explore both sides of the spectrum and then decide when he's older.
How about instead you don't make this 5-year-old question what gender he is, you let him grow up to be a healthy boy, and say if he reaches 18 years old and he's still having a problem, then deal with it when he's an adult and he can make his own decisions. This is not just a game where he's like, oh, you know, we'll let him decide. You know, it's going to screw this poor kid up for years to come. He's going into school. He doesn't even know what gender he is. I feel so sorry for him.
But Nikki, however ideal that may be, are you not creating problems for him? The very fact that you're calling him him,
Yeah.
does that not gender specify him? Because
Basically.
besides if you weren't calling him him, you'd have to call him it, wouldn't you? And you don't want to be doing that.
I think it's a case of allowing him to express himself. We see it's very common these days for men to walk around in salmon shirts.
Yes, but there's a difference between walking around with a salmon shirt on and a 5-year-old believing that they are gender neutral. You've got to see that. One is clothes, other is insanity. It's not an argument whatsoever.
Or some like to call it, it's pink. That by wearing that salmon shirt, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm feeling very feminine today. No, it's just a case of you've picked out a shirt that matches your outfit.
Yes.
I understand that. I think, you know, most of our viewers will understand that kind of gender fluid with toys, colours of clothing, you know, so you just say, look, here are lots of toys. We've got cookers and ironing boards, we've got trucks and workbenches, and you choose.
Yeah.
Yes, but choosing a toy and choosing your gender are completely different. Choosing a fire truck or choosing, what, a doll won't have long-lasting effects on your life. It's just, wow, you'll play with a doll or you'll play with a truck. It's completely different.
And even clothes. But actually, you're just saying if he doesn't feel... You don't want to use the word, you're a boy.
No.
But is that not confusing for him? Because I find that quite confusing, because he biologically is born a boy.
He knows that biologically he's a boy.
He does know that?
Yes. Yeah. Like, obviously in the article, there was a question that, are you a girl or are you a boy? And he replied, I'm a boy.
So you're already confusing this poor child. And I know it's going to sound slack, but do these people really look like they are well-functioning members of society? They're pushing their ideology onto their children or child because it is so wrapped up in who they are as a person. Just by looking at them, you can see that obviously gender is very important to them, as they have both literally aren't even a man or a woman. They're both gender fluid, which if you ever want an example of someone that was gender fluid, I guess they would be right to use, because they... Anyway, you're pushing your ideology on your kid. It's just really shocking. This kid's gonna go into school just behind the 8 ball in every degree because of you guys.
What about school? He's starting school this September, I believe. How is that going to work for him, if, you know, with his school friends, the gender fluid? Are you concerned that this could set him up for a little bit of interest from the other children and possibly a bit of bullying or name-calling?
Yeah, a little bit's the understatement of the century. Yes, he's going to be probably bullied mercilessly. And as I was bullied as a child, I'm guessing a lot of people were. I don't wish that on anyone. And thus, instead of these parents helping this poor kid, they are in fact making him just a massive target. And this is just going to do wonders to his self-esteem. This is... And it gets worse, because they just keep making this kid more of a target instead of helping him out whatsoever.
And we've sat down with his school and said, look, he's going to come in a boy's uniform, obviously, because he needs particular support in particular areas. But we've compromised with him. Obviously, he's having, rather than like traditionally boy socks, he's having pink socks.
Thus putting even more of a target on this kid's back. Now, pink socks alone, yes, it's not going to really help him, but I don't think it's going to really hurt him that much. But yeah, you add on the fact that he's apparently gender neutral, that can switch between boy and girl whenever he feels like it. Just think if anyone at this school finds out about this. He's going to be a pariah. And it's your fault. I don't want to be harsh, but you're letting your ideology affect your kid. You're supposed to be there to help him out, not completely confuse him so he won't know what's left is right, up is down. This is just... when ideology goes really bad, this is what happens.
He's having pink.
But that will make him stand out, won't it, straight away? So you say, well, he's got the boy's uniform on, but he's got pink socks that maybe the girls are wearing.
Yeah.
But you know, do you really believe, Louise, that that makes his life better? He'll be a better person for that? I still just don't really get what the benefit of all of this is. And people will be worrying and wondering, are you two imposing your view of life on this 4-year-old?
With our views and the world's views, we understand that when a child grows up, they take their parents' views and they also learn the world around them.
So you understand that you have a massive effect on how your child views the world. So maybe you should leave your ideology at the door and just teach him to be nice, teach him to be kind, be a good person, instead of confusing him completely with this gender neutral, gender fluid lunacy. And that's it, it's lunacy. Look, if someone that's 18 years old and above wants to transgender, you know, become the opposite sex, I don't care. As long as they don't want to force me to use their pronouns, I'm fine. But I just can't get on board. Like, I don't like transgender children. And this is in the same vein. It's just horrific. Leave these kids alone. Just let them be kids, okay?
By having our views and the world around him, their views, we're hoping he'll become more of a well-rounded person.
But okay, I'm listening to you, I hear you. Sarah has just got in touch to say, how about just raising your child to be kind and good? Why does the gender matter so much over those other qualities?
Obviously because gender is their whole identity. It's just wrapped up in their very being. But she is correct. Once again, leave your ideology at the door. Let your child be a child. Why is this child making such important life decisions at the age of 5? Why isn't he just watching Bob the Builder? Oh, no, wait. That was cancelled because PBC wants to be gender neutral. This lunacy just has so many different angles to it.
Because, like for instance, toy shops, you go in, everything's very binary. It's either a boy or it's a girl, and there's no cross section. And to help teach him like better views, we've allowed him to have a broader spectrum.
No, you've brainwashed him with an ideology, and guess what? There's no security guards, laser beams, barbed wire, fences. There's nothing blocking you from taking your son over to the female section and buying him some toys over there. Okay? That seems like a lot simpler solution than what you have sort of planned. They always say this, there's no gender neutral toys. What's stopping you from buying a girl's toy or a boy's toy? Nothing. So it's just a pathetic line of reasoning.
So if he turns out to be more kind of boy in his outlook, the things he likes to play with, the way he likes to dress, you'll still be happy with that?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're happy as long as he's happy, healthy and safe.
So like I said at the start, I don't think these people are fundamentally bad people whatsoever. The problem is that their ideology has completely taken over. They probably have good intentions for their son, but as we all know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I can't see this ending well whatsoever for the child. And that's why I got so frustrated in this video. You as parents should just leave your ideology at the door. I think you should drop gender completely from your discussions with your son. And then if at 18 there is a problem, then deal with it then. Let your son grow up normally because he has no clue about this ideology and he trusts you. Like I said, I don't think you're bad people. I just think this is a terrible thing to do to your child. Anyway, that's the end of this video. As you've seen, my avatar has officially changed, so hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be doing videos daily, so yeah, check back daily for more content. If you want me to cover anything, just come chat to me in my Discord. I really appreciate you guys always watching, and just be glad that you have normal parents, I guess, as I really wouldn't want to be a kid growing up in this day and age. It's really shocking. Anyway, catch you all later.